Hey guys, welcome back to another quick form video. So in today's video, we're talking about Dish and finally how it actually hit its 70% mark, or should I say the ability to have 70% of the available network to them. Or to the United States, should I say. So basically they were supposed to have 70% of the United States covered by, I believe it was a couple days ago, the 15th or the 14th. And as you can see, here's the map that shows you. So it's about 70%. Of course, the rest will be through T-Mobile and AT&T partnerships. But as you can see, it's not everywhere. It's only 70%. So it's not going to cover the whole United States. As you can see, there's a bunch of empty spots. And the actual coverage map is actually not yet available, at least from the recording of this video. But as you can see, there's only a couple spots. Usually in the bigger cities is usually what happens when they roll out a new network or something new, because they want to make sure it can handle it in a bigger city. So it says Dish Wireless has been working basically fiercely to meet its FCC build out requirements, and today it announced that it offers 5G broadband service to over 70% of the US population. So remember, this is the United States, so if you live somewhere else, well, it's different. Dish said its 5G service is available to more than 240 million Americans, making a major milestone for Dish, which is true. Like I said, when they bought Boost Mobile, they started using T-Mobile's network as like an MVNO. But of course, they had until this year to build out their 5G network, and like I said, that's what they've done. So I'm kind of excited to test it out. It's not near my area, and you have to have like a phone that's compatible with it, and we'll get to that in a little bit. So it says, so milestone for Dish, which build a first of its kind 5G standalone network based on Open Radio Access Network, or RAM. Dish was under the FCC mandate to cover 70% of the US as part of the deal that enabled T-Mobile to acquire Sprint. So wow. Dish said it has also satisfied all other June 14, so it was June 14, 2023 FCC commitments, including the deployment of over 15,000 5G sites. The 70% coverage milestone used Dish AWS 4, lower 700 MHz E block, AWS H block, and 600 MHz spectrum. So not bad at all. So it's still early morning, so my hair's all messed up. Our teams have worked tirelessly for years, is what one of the guys saying here. And this achievement is a testament of their dedication and commitment as we grow the world's first and only 5G cloud native Open RAN network. So this basically is going to be a cloud native. Now, I don't know how well it's going to go or how high the ping is. I believe it was Visible Mobile. They were a cloud base, and it was horrible until they actually switched. Like I couldn't even connect to a tower. I've tried them back when they first came out, and speeds were so slow. You thought you were throttled the whole month. So that's what Dave Mayo said, Executive Vice President, Network Development at Dish Wireless, in the statement. We appreciate the continuous support and efforts of our partners as Dish continues to lead the industry in Open RAN deployment. Dish was the first U.S. operator to launch a 5G voice service, a voice over new radio, going live in Las Vegas last year, and it's been steadily increasing VoNR functionality in additional markets. So Las Vegas was a big thing for them. Of course, that's kind of where they launched some of it. But of course, they're trying to deploy more, and hopefully another couple of years we'll have even more than 70%. So it says during the company's earnings last month, Dish Wireless President and COO John Swearinga so basically said they were prepared to offer VoNR commercially in as little more than 50 cities through Boost Mobile, and they expect that by the end of the year they'll be serving the majority US population with VoNR while steadily getting more Band 70 devices into distribution chain. So basically they need more Band 70 devices, and as the year progresses, things like Boost Mobile and other things, they're hoping to get more of the United States covered, so more than 70% basically. In the statement today, he said now that they've made significant progress in the network build. They can focus on monetizing the network through retail and enterprise growth and owner economics, which is true. They need, now that they're spending all this money, guys, they need to basically monetize the network, maybe offer it as roaming for some of the other carriers. Do something with it. They need subscribers, because subscribers are the ones that pay their monthly bill, that go ahead and bring revenue to the company. And that's why it's so important for companies to keep a customer, because if you're losing customers, you're bleeding money, and that's not good for a business. So customers can access the Dish 5G broadband network through Project Genesis, which it says is available to anyone in a qualifying location within the 70% coverage area. So basically it would not be available for me. The Motorola Edge Plus 2023 is available to Project Genesis subscribers and is equipped with 3 carrier aggregation that supports band 29, 66, 70, and 71. So of course they did, it says expectations met. Dish's 5G build-out deadline comes as is. It's dealing with multiple other challenges, including effects of February's cyber attack, customer churn at Boost Mobile, and launching a new Boost Infinite postpaid brand. So, of course, guys, Boost Mobile's been bleeding customers left and right, especially with the cyber attack, where people couldn't even use their phones, you couldn't even pay your bill. Who knew what information got stolen? But like I said, I don't blame all this Boost Mobile or Dish or anything, because T-Mobile is way bigger than Boost and Dish combined, probably. Well, no, definitely are. And they've been hacked multiple times. So it says Dish struggles with multiple challenges all at the same time. So it says leading up to the 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time June 14 deadline, Dish executives said they expected to meet the FCC build-out deadline, and they did. They were saying, no, we're confident, and that's one guy. Because usually, guys would be like, nah, yeah, we got it. It'll be done. You're working on a project and you're saying, yeah, it'll be done by Monday. Monday rolls up. You're like, man, hold up. I haven't finished yet. So this guy actually said it'll be done on Monday or whatever. I'm just giving you an example. And sure enough, it was done. So that's pretty good. So it says they're busting their tails to build a network with about 18,000 5G sites in play as of the end of Q1 2023. So 18,000 sites, like I said, it's great, but like I said, it needs to cover more, in my opinion. It says in a note for investors today, News Street Research analyst Jonathan Chaplin said the fact that Dish's VONR is now working in markets covering 20% of the U.S. population is a positive step for Dish network economics, as Dish customers to date typically have to rely on the network of MVNO partners, T-Mobile and AT&T, due to the difficulty of handoffs between Dish's 5G SA network and the other carrier networks. So, wow. It says, but the NSR team has been writing for the last several months that Dish would reach this milestone. Like I said, sure enough, they did. And even with all these issues, they still were able to do it. So, questions ahead. So it says, of course, while it's a big milestone for Dish, analysts continue to question its wireless aspiration. While Dish may be meeting the letter of the law, it's not yet practically operating as a replacement for Sprint as a fourth facility-based carrier. So remember, there are 4 carriers: Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, and Sprint. Of course, Sprint got bought out by T-Mobile, and Dish is like, hey, I want to be the 4th carrier. I want to be the top 4. I want to be the top 4 goats. And they're like, okay, if T-Mobile's going to buy Sprint, there's going to be a void or a gap in the cell phone industry with carriers, and Dish could be it. And that's why it was kind of given this, hey, by 2023, June 14th, I guess, no later than midnight, you need to have at least 70% of the population covered. And like I said, that's what they did. So it says, in terms of 5G network build-out requirements, the question is, what are they meeting, said Roger Entner, founder of Recon Analysts. If it's just a matter of offering a data connection, a Dish could easily met the 7% goal, but if it's about voice, I'm not sure. That is true. I mean, there's a difference between voice coverage and data coverage. Most people probably would say, God, this is kind of a tough one from being in the cell phone industry. the older generation, or as you get older, you definitely want a more reliable voice. Now, for the younger population that maybe don't talk as much, they want a better data connection to be, on Facebook, Instagram, whatever it is, YouTube. So it says the next deadline. So this is probably a more important part. It says Dish's next build out deadline reaching 75% of partial economics area by June 2025. Wow, it's 2 years. They need to do 5 more percent. That's gonna take a while then for them to even try to. Well, to be fair, I mean Sprint's coverage wasn't all that either. 75%, I guess. So it says it's a much harder goal as it requires a lot more capital and densification. That is the tough one. Entner said. So let's see. If they're really about this cell phone industry life, they will try to reach that 75%. So they said absolutely. He absolutely expects Dish to ask FCC for more time to meet the 2025 deadline, and if they're smart, they'll ask for an extension that is later than it mandates not to sell certain spectrum. It's not clear how much Dish meaning of the mandate will change. Wall Street's perspectives and analysts have been downgrading the stock the last week, so it's true. I mean, it says Dish Network would be falling off the SP 500. Shares have lost more than 50% of their value. Wow, so they're gonna be derailed basically. So let's see. Let's just kind of skip a little bit. It's making it a little too long. It says it's not clear whether a spectrum sale would happen at the price high enough to cover all of Dish's debt, and this could be a make it or break it actually for them, guys. Think about it. You're taking so much debt, you're doing so much, and it doesn't work out. It's gonna hurt Dish quite a bit. So it says tower leasing obligations and MVNO traffic obligation. Dish equality value is balanced on a nice edge that depends on entirely unknown after tax price realization of the spectrum portfolio, which could easily be slightly below or slightly above their $30 billion debt loan. Oh my God. So they got $30 billion debt loan. Like I said, this is gonna be make or break it for Dish, honestly. Like I said, they offer TV and like stuff like that. That's what Dish is known for. The dish satellites that they put on top of your head, on top of your house. So them getting in the cell phone industry, like I said, it's very competitive. But it could be a good thing if they do reach that milestone of getting more customers and more spectrum and more coverage. So shout out to Dish that actually did it. They said, like I said, a lot of companies would have probably not met that deadline. So shout outs to them. So yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Please come rate and subscribe if you want to support the channel. Check out the description below. Ways you can support it is through like Honey and other means. So check it out. It does help the channel and helps me bring more videos. Like I said, right now, just going through some stuff, but I'll try to do better and bring finally phones back into the office and do reviews. I'll probably have a lot of time on my hands. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Please come rate, subscribe. A lot more videos coming your way. Thank you.